People think battles are about force. They think it's about who throws the first punch, who has the sharper blade, or who can shout the loudest. That's why they lose. Strength might win a moment, but moments don't decide wars, patterns do. And no one understood patterns better than El. He didn't need speed or muscle. He didn't need to fight. He knew something most people never even realize, that the first one to move isn't the one who wins. The one who wins is the one who's already finished the fight before it starts. That's the observation kill chain. It's not a trick. It's a discipline. A process so precise it makes an opponent's resistance irrelevant. If you learn this, you'll understand why some people dominate without raising their voice, without showing their hand, and without even letting the world know a battle happened. People often believe that battles are won by force or speed, by who strikes first or who hits harder. But this is a shallow way to see conflict. True victory belongs to those who master the silent spaces between action and reaction, who understand the unseen currents beneath every move. El was never a man of brute force or loud gestures. Instead, he thrived in patience, in the art of observation refined to an edge sharper than any sword. He knew that the first to move isn't always the one who wins. The real winner is the one who has already understood the entire battlefield, visible and invisible before the fight even begins. This mastery is what I call the observation kill chain, a deliberate, calculated process where seeing clearly and acting deliberately collapses an opponent's options until defeat is inevitable. Every conflict unfolds on two planes, the obvious and the hidden. Most people fixate on the obvious: weapons, terrain, direct confrontation. But El's approach was to map the hidden terrain first, the architecture of the mind, the habits that chain someone's decisions, the blind spots bred by fear or past mistakes. He watched for subtle tells, the hesitation in a glance, the rhythm of breathing under pressure, the moments when a person unknowingly reveals their weakest thread. By weaving these fragments together, he created an invisible net around his opponent, ensuring they were trapped long before they realized they were caught. But mere observation is not enough. It must be decoded. El didn't just watch, he understood. Every twitch, every choice of words under stress, every pause was a piece of a code that, when deciphered, revealed the inner workings of his opponent's mind. This cognitive profiling wasn't guesswork, it was precision mapping of how someone thinks, reacts, and falters. With this blueprint, he predicted not only what they would do next, but how they would feel about it. The illusion of control the opponent held was just a carefully scripted performance. Their moves were choreographed by a mind that had already anticipated the dance. El also knew that the greatest trap is the one you walk into willingly. So he let his opponents taste victory, feel momentum, and believe they had him cornered. This induced overconfidence was not a mistake on their part, it was a tool in his hands. Because when people believe they're winning, their instincts to hide their flaws dull, their careful patterns unravel, and their true strategies bleed through cracks they didn't know existed. In this moment, they become their own worst enemy, feeding information and creating openings that El's mind would tighten like a noose. Positioning silently is an art few master. El didn't need to chase or block every escape route physically. Instead, he positioned himself where the opponent's inevitable decisions would lead, exactly at the point where options run out and surrender becomes the only logical path. It wasn't about shutting doors, but about making all paths funnel into one conclusion: defeat. This inevitability meant that by the time his opponent sensed the trap, it was already too late. They were not outman,